Oh my God.
We did not know what the thing was about. It looked like trash, okay? Hello. We are at Dinosaur Valley State Park here at Glen Rose, Texas. And we're doing some hiking. The goal today is 7 miles. And right now we're starting it off with the Black Cap Burrito Trail. And it is hot today. I don't know how hot it is. Do you know?
93?
It is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna do it because we're training. We're training for
Something that's gonna
Half Dome. Well, we're training so that it doesn't actually kill us. Here in Dinosaur Valley, well, the park, it's known for having dinosaur footprints, and that's what we're looking at right now. Right there, you can see like the footprints of the big ones over there. There's sauropod footprints, and then the ones with like 3 toes. I forgot what they're called.
It's a Venusaur.
Anyway, yeah, there you go. Now this park, a lot of people visit it and a lot of people enjoy the river as well. So today there's like a lot of people here, but that's okay because we're gonna be hiking and we're gonna be away from people for a little bit. So
I don't know, it's pretty packed.
to get to those tracks, we had to cross the river a little bit. Now we gotta go across back to the trail. See, that's what he's doing right there. What?
It's almost disappointing how waterproof it is.
We're at a clearing right next to the river. There's a lot of people here, as mentioned earlier. It's a hot day and people are here taking advantage of the river.
We stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, because we're wearing hiking boots.
But you'll see everyone walking like this. They're all wearing flip-flops, and here we are.
Oh, and there he goes.
And everyone's like, no shirt on. Swimsuits like, oh, we're just like, afternoon.
Man, that's gonna be us later.
It's funny because like I'm trying to cross the rock path. Some woman sat on the rock as I was crossing. Didn't even bother to look. I had to go, excuse me, you could cross that deep of water, but I can't jump in there. Can you skedaddle? You're blocking everyone. It wasn't just us. While we were there, like 5 groups, like 5 couples crossed that path. And she decided to camp out there.
People could be inconsiderate sometimes.
I think she was just oblivious.
Oh, crikey. Where we at now?
I heard a big Sheila over there. Oh, there she is now. The path's gone.
Okay.
Unless this is it.
You gotta check the map. Okay, so we are at the river. The path ends here, but
I think that does look like a path, but it doesn't look like an intentional path.
I don't think so, but we need to get back on the actual track, and this looks like a way to it going up there.
Oh,
I'm sure there is no, maybe there's no
try to cross over there and see what we got into.
I don't know. I say we follow the track.
There is no track.
I mean, you tried to get on it.
I told you it wasn't good. People walking paths to their destinations.
Okay, well, let's try it out.
Grizzle, how allergic to poison ivy are you?
Very.
Well,
Okay, let's climb it there. Okay. Maybe I'll just climb.
I don't think this is a path.
Well, it's a way up.
You're like Indiana Jones in there right now. Find the path.
Okay. Now I just gotta get my butt up there. Ow! Ow! Okay, found the path. So now we're in a cemented track, which is nice, I guess, but we're here for a challenge though.
Not too much of a challenge. I'm here for exercise. I'm gonna get my core and everything back up to freaking order without like regretting our
Mhm.
decision.
What's over there? Let's go check it out.
No, just a view of the water.
I was hoping it would be like, look at these footprints. That's okay. We can just get back on the trail. The actual, oh! I think he tripped.
I didn't trip.
Danger drop off. Let me see. Is that someone's slipper or flip flop?
Yes, in America we call those flip flops on flippers. This used to be part of the trail. It's dropped off. Hence the sign.
Okay, I think today is going to be looking for the trail.
If we go up there.
Yeah, let's try to go back up there.
So I went on to Google Maps and found these strange footprints. And we came out all the way out here. There's this isolated place called Dinosaur Valley in Glen Rose, Texas. Now it's going to be quite an adventure.
Okay, Ken the intern.
I'm referencing a YouTuber Rizzle's obsessed with watching, and I'm not trying to insult him, but he has a lot of fun, and I just couldn't help myself. Like, this is what we do. I couldn't do what he does. He one time said he had to do a small hike, and it was like, what, 12 miles or something?
Yeah.
That's small? Alright.
This led us to a field, parking lot over there. But where's the trail? Where are we supposed to go?
Oh,
Is
man,
that the
there's an
trail?
ice cream truck. Aww.
The trail goes into the trees. Oh, thank God. It is hot out here. Coming from the field, there's like no shade at all. There we go. Nice and shaded. Ooh, look at that.
Like a good Halloween day.
Yeah. We reached 1 mile, and every mile we take a drink of water. Stay hydrated, folks. We just left Black Cap Barrio Trail, and now I think we're at Cedar Ridge Trail, which we're going to need to cross the river. A lot of these trails interconnect, so we're forming our own path. Okay, so we made it to the river that we need to cross. It looks like the waters are calmer and shallower here, and there's like a rock path over there that we could follow so we don't have to take our shoes off. I mean, we can take our shoes off if we wanted to, it's just it's a lot of work to put them back on. There's some people bathing over there.
In America, Rizzle, we call that swimming. Say bathing. I don't see any soap.
Okay.
But
I was
bathing's
like,
probably correct.
swimming? They're not swimming. They're mostly splashing around.
Cultural exchange.
Ew. Who leaves baby diapers here? Gross.
This is where we're supposed to cross?
I think so. Oh, that is way too deep for our shoes. And that's too wide for me to jump. Yeah, let's backtrack over there, take our shoes off. He made it across with his shoes on, but I took my shoes off and I'm just gonna cross it with my feet. Ow! Oh! My feet were not made to step on rocks like this. Oh, there's fishies! Ow! Ow! That feels nice. I bet you're jealous. Oh! Is that a crawfish?
Probably.
What? I'm sorry. Did I like ruin your home? I'm sorry. All right, I made it across and I put my shoes back on and now onto the trail, which Amber already kind of started.
This is not a trail.
What? What do you mean it's not a trail?
I mean, it's not a trail.
Okay, I made it down the rock. Now I gotta go up there where Ken is. But this place is filled with poison ivy and I am allergic to it. Like that. That is poison ivy. And I shouldn't touch that. Ken went that way, so I guess I gotta go follow him. Hello? Ken? Ow! Where are you at?
It's called a trail.
What trail? Oh, there he is.
I was trying to look like I was lounging and comfortable, but the rocks are too pointy.
Okay, did we go up there?
No,
You
I
sure?
don't think so.
It looked like there was something up there.
I was going to cross over this rock.
Go over there and see if there's a trail.
You go up there and see if there's a trail.
Because you're already on the rock. Just stand up and look if there's a place to...
Already sitting down.
Jesus Christ. There is no trail over here. It just falls. So let's try to go up there. Okay, we found the actual trail. You good? Okay. Yay, trail. Oh, I like this. We're in nature now. See? Look at these trees. Wow. We just passed the fork where the trail breaks off to Dinayo Trail, but we're staying on Cedar Break Trail because we want to meet our goal of 7 miles. Okay, we are now on Rocky Ridge Trail. The arrows are kind of confusing here. We made it to the scenic overlook and Rocky Ridge Trail. You can see the Paluxy River. Can you see it? I think you can see it. On to the rest of the trail. We have broken off from Rocky Ridge Trail and now we are at the Dinayo Trail. The sun is still up, which is good, I guess, because we're not even halfway through our hike yet.
And we don't have our flashlight.
We don't have phones with us. So. Oh, phone. He left his in the car.
This is a cell phone. Like, why do I have it if I'm not gonna like use it to leave the big heavy thing behind?
You know, these are just things that we're learning through our training so we'd know what to do during the real hike in September.
He apparently needs sun shades with hoodie.
He probably does. I think I'm fine. I like my arms exposed though. Well, it depends on the weather.
Or the place that.
But yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't doubt you have some on you right now.
Well, I'm just trying not to think about it. That's the problem for maybe tonight's drizzle or tomorrow's drizzle.
It's more like a problem for tonight's camp. Give me some cream!
What a nice creek. Isn't it so inviting? Ken was like, it's great. I wouldn't mind like dipping my feet in there. Okay, here I come.
Let me show you something. Why you're making me look bad on the camera. We will be walking right along it. I'd rather be at the spot where we get a good view.
Okay. Alright, we're coming up on Dinayo Creek, the same creek we saw earlier. Where did it all go? I don't know. Are we on the right trail? Because there was an arrow pointing that way. We crossed there, we just passed 52.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way. We passed 53, that's 52. That's that one. We need to go down that one and keep to the right.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I guess this creek gets pretty high for the water level to be up there, and then the trail disappears.
Well, it was high. I don't know.
Right. Oh, that breeze feels nice. Like, that's the end of the movie.
There's always a helicopter back and the kids are asleep. And there's the cool guys like and Jeff Goldblum's like
His shirt unbuttoned.
shirt unbuttoned.
Look, we have yet again come across Dinayo Creek. I think we keep going that way. We follow the creek, don't we?
Yeah, we'll pretty much have done all of that and back down here, which doesn't look like a lot, but it felt like a lot.
Look, there's some crows drinking water and we scared them away.
But we're so far away.
I am going to backtrack over here and cross this way instead of walking through the mud like Ken did. See there, look at that. No slime. Okay, we are back in Blackcap Vareo Trail. So the Dinayo Trail split off to another portion of this one. So we're trying to do this one so that we can cover the mileage that we set as a goal. That's why we're out here, for the goal. We are walking mile 5, and there's a fence for some reason, which usually means that that's private property, but according to the map, we're in the middle of the state park, so I don't really know what this fence is for, unless there's actually something over there that they don't want us to see. I don't know.
Or there's animals in there they don't want. Help, my wife's trying to kill me.
He's just saying that because he's tired.
I almost blacked out.
We have covered 6 miles now.
I don't have enough water. She's not watering me. Or giving me scritches or calling me a good boy.
Anyway, we've just left Black Cap Vireo Trail and now we are at the Overlook Trail. Hopefully within a mile or so we get back to the car so that we can go get some water. We're gonna go to the store tomorrow. To the Yeti store.
Yetis! Shopping!
I think we earned it.
When you're hiking, say maybe 2-3 miles, this is pretty good. We've been out here for 3 hours, and according to the official guide of the state park, you're supposed to drink 3 of these for how long we've been out here. Actually, we should be on our 4th, and that feels about right. Probably won't be so bad if we were in better shape.
I mean, I feel fine.
I think she's lying. There's no way she feels fine.
I don't know if you can see, but there's like big birds up there. There it is again. What kind of birds are those? I don't think those are vultures. Are they? Turkey vultures. And look, we made it to the Paluxy River scenic overlook. All right.
They're circling me.
Oh, they perched on this tree. Maybe this is their home.
They know my death is coming.
Here we are at a bench at the Paluxy River overlook. Let me show you what it looks like. Ta-da! I don't actually know if you can see the river from here, can you? There's still like some people over there, but there's the river, and that is Glen Rose. And there is a turkey vulture flying overhead. That is the land where a lot of dinosaurs used to roam. Alright, making our way back down to the river where the dino footprints are. What? Look, we found stairs!
We found civilization.
Civilization! Ken's complaining because there's no railing to hold on to.
Back in my day. You know what, old people, when your back hurts, this feels very simple.
It's okay, just 1 foot at a time. There you go, you got it. You're almost there. You made it! Yay! We have come to a clearing.
So,
Okay, so here's what happened. So we were by the overlook, right? The scenic overlook. And then we were on our way down. Then, hold on, let me tell the story.
Why do you always get to tell the story?
Fine.
No, you don't.
Okay, so we were going down. And then on the path.
To our right, we saw a couple. We don't know if they're a couple. Standing at the edge.
Couple? That was a dad and a daughter.
What?
Yeah.
But I think they were in on it either way. Because they were overlooking the river, looking like they were looking for someone.
So I see trash, or what I thought was trash, at the bottom of this tree. It was a box, and then inside it was like more boxes. It looked like it was to hold bottles.
Jars.
Yeah, mason jars.
It was like a mason jar box with the foam and all that. There was no food, so it was oddly clean.
To me, it looked like trash, like just recently placed there. I'm trying to like make my voice loud, you know, because I want them to hear that I was not okay with them leaving their trash there. I was like, who leaves trash right here at the park? Pick up after yourself. And then after I say that, we walk a couple feet after the tree and we see this nice setup with like lights
inside the mason jar.
Inside the mason jars with like sunflowers inside the mason jar.
Overlooking this picturesque, like show them the sky right now. Show them the sky.
That is the sky.
They could see us from up where they were.
Okay.
But it was picturesque.
Yeah, it was a nice setup. You know, like the setup where somebody was going to ask somebody to be a part of their life forever. So,
luckily, none of us said anything about it. Oh, we are a-holes. Not to mention, I did say, like, people disgust me. Before we saw this, and then I'm like, Rizzle, how dare you? That's clearly one of those things. You know the things? And luckily, we didn't say nothing.
because on our way down, like we passed the whole setup. So you can, this is like elevated, right? So the trail goes towards the overlook,
and then
it's there's a switchback that goes underneath
right under the setup.
Yeah. So right when we were like at the turn part, the switchback part, we see this couple going up, and
a nervous guy,
a nervous
woman
guy
in dress, looking like, why am I here in a dress?
No, this girl had a dress with sunflowers on them,
which matches the setup.
Yeah. So then I was just like, we were just like looking at them. I was smiling at the guy.
He said hello, but he sounded really nervous.
And then,
so when we get underneath the path of where we were, where the whole setup is, we could hear her going, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then we were just like,
you were trying to go like, trying to tiptoe because we didn't want to make a sound.
we didn't want to interrupt it.
Because she was up there
part
all
of me wanted to
crying,
go like, yes,
bawling her
girl.
eyes out.
Yes. But I also was like jokingly saying, after I thought they were out of hearing distance, like before that, between when we passed them, going like, well, something happened. And I made a joke like, don't do it. So we think this whole time they heard us.
Whoops.
Because we could hear them doing the proposal. So I think they heard us like, who would leave their trash here? Oh my God.
We did not know what the thing was about. It looked like trash, okay? I did not see the setup. It just looked like trash.
I mean, to be fair,
they could have hid it, okay?
They could have kept it with them. They could have hid it behind some trees where no one would have seen it and reacted to it. Because everyone knows when you see the engager show, shut up. Right? Don't interrupt it. But when you see a pile of boxes randomly on a hiking trail, you think people are just disgusted. Hey, he's a kid.
Yeah.
Gotta give him some break. It sounded like she said yes because she was crying.
She sounded very happy.
She sounded happy.
All right, we're at the river crossing now.
Is this the first?
No, this is the second. We need to go up there to get to the car.
Let me see the map.
That looks kind of deep over there.
We'll find out.
If our shoes get wet, we're almost to the car anyway.
I didn't get any water in my boots.
Yeah, me too.
Look how high I got. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, camera. Look how high I got. The socks are dry. That's how close it got. But I'd expect the water to get in there somehow anyways once it got that high up, but it didn't.
That's nice. Y'all, we have made it. We have made it. The car is within sight. There she is. Over yonder. There she is. There's Eva. Look at her, just patiently waiting for us. She's like the only car left in the parking lot. Well, except for that car over there, but on this side at least, she's the only one left. Oh, salvation! Alright, folks, we made it. We have hiked a total of 7.24 miles according to my app.
7.4.
I don't know. He's tracking using his watch, I'm tracking using my phone, and there's some discrepancies there, but we covered our goal of 7 miles today. So, hooray! Time to drink some water. I don't know if we have the strength or...
We're not going down the lake. I want to go home.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go see the dinosaur footprints. We've been here before, so I mean, we've seen it.
I want to shower. My back hurts. I don't want to go back down that trail.
So yeah, yay! So that was Dinosaur Valley State Park. All right, we made it. See you guys later. Bye. So you'll know earlier when we said we're not gonna go to the river.
She guilt tripped me.
Now at the river. I can see the fishies. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. But the reason why I wanted to come to the water, because over here you can see dino tracks. Let's see if we can find some in the dark. Okay, I don't know if you can tell in this one, but that is a dino track. Can you see? What is that sound?
Like a bug or a frog.
Yeah. See, look at the dino track. You can see the 3 claws right there. I put my foot there. That's how big. Oh, it's slippery. Okay. But yeah, that's how big it is compared to my foot. No. Ooh, wee wee. Yay, we found the dino track. But basically, this whole place is filled with dino tracks. You can see it better in the morning, but also there's like a lot of people here in the morning. The reason why it's only us here is because it's nighttime, 9:15 or something.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. They all went back to their houses or their campsites. I'm ready to go back to the car. I'm satisfied.
That you got to see the track
Yeah, that I got to see a track.
that we've seen before.
Yeah?
I'm sure we have.
Well, it's been a long time since we've been here.
Well, I'm sure we've seen that exact track before.
Probably.
I think there's a picture of it on the wall.